started this morning. I am going to facilitate. Cindy was unable to make it, so you have to look at me a lot this morning instead of Cindy. So, sorry. And to get started this morning, I am going to ask Assistant Pastor of Faith Christian Family Church, Andrew Klook, to come up and do the invocation for us.
How are we doing this morning? Enjoying a little bit of the nice weather, right? Hopefully we can keep it as long as we can. Let's pray. Father God, we come to you in Jesus' name this morning. We're grateful for you. Thank you for the city of Lapeer. Thank you for this county. Thank you for all the businesses and the people that are represented here. I know that they're an integral part of what's happening in this community, and they're a force for good. I pray you use them according to your will, God, that you bless them, you keep them safe, God. Lord, we pray you put your hand upon our city. And you just help us to accomplish all that you have for us. We love you, and we honor you, and we praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Andrew. Okay, a little bit of news. First of all, I want to announce a new member benefit, something that we're going to start doing. Our target date is October 1st. We are going to offer a new text messaging service to members to keep you abreast of different dates and deadlines and events that are coming up, like Wake Up Lapeer, Network at Noon, and so on, and mixers and what have you. Deadlines for inserts for the newsletter, those types of things. So if you're out of the office, you're on the road, what have you, we'll be able to text you a little short reminder about an upcoming event. It may be Network at Noon Tuesday, September 25th, to, Lake Inn or something of that nature. We have a mixer coming up, for example, out there. So you'll get little reminders, and maybe it would be a text that will say, WUL for Wake Up Lapeer Tuesday, and a date, and so on, and a time. So you'll get those reminders, because I know a lot of people are out of the office, or if you don't have access to email, that type of thing, and just be quick little reminders so that you can keep track of those dates and things better. So it's going to have, we'll have a QR code as well on our website. We'll have a QR code that we're going to be putting in the chamber newsletter, so you can scan that. But right now, if everybody takes out their cell phone, come on, do it. If you take out your phone, I'm going to tell you how to opt in. So we can do a little on-site, hands-on demo. The number, you're going to text LCC to this number, 810. Everybody set? The number is 810-356-4029. So that's the number you're going to text to, and the message you're going to put in there is just LCC, Lapeer Chamber Commerce is what that stands for. We're going to do this 4 times a month, like on a Monday, send you a text of what's coming up for the next event or the next meeting or the next deadline. And then you'll get a message that will confirm that you are opted in for the service. So you should get a text message back here shortly. So that number, 810-356-4029, and the message is LCC. We tested it yesterday and it worked, so shortly we should hear lots of phones cha-chinging and what have you. So with that, then I'm going to move on. We are welcoming some new members, the Lapeer Skating Club, Cinnamon Bakery, which hooray, the tracks are open and done, so the traffic flow is there, all the cones are gone, so that's a great thing. Cinnamon Bakery is right at the railroad tracks, and it's an easy in and out access. It's a drive-through, and if you haven't had them yet, oh my goodness, you really got to try them. They're fabulous. Miles Law Firm, and we have a new member. He's here today. You want to just stand? And it's Andrew. Ready? Mobile One Lube Express, they were formerly Jiffy Lube. And then we have Lola's Design Salon Downtown, who just recently joined. And we have a returning member, Shamrock Farms Bed and Breakfast out on Millville Road. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. So if you have friends or anyone coming into town and they want more of a country setting, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place. We've got some renewing members, and as always, know who your fellow chamber members are so you can support them and do business with them. That's part of what the chamber is about and what your membership is about, so take advantage of that. We have McLaren Home Care Group. They were formerly McLaren Visiting Nurse Services. Harriet Setra of Lapeer, Devil's Ridge Golf Club, Wellness Home Care of Michigan, Genesee Valley Center, Sidetracks Bar and Grill, Nail Therapy Center, Zebra Trading. Zebra Trading, it's a little deceiving. You're going, well, what would that be? They do printing, shirts, banners, signs, and so on. McCummon's Health Company, The Bookshelf, County Press LA View, VFW Post 4139, Homemade Remodeling, Castaways Food and Spirits, and Be Right There Taxi. So, then a couple of things about dates that are coming up, and since there's dates coming up and you've all opted in for the text messaging, we're going to be sending this out soon. So, Mott Community College, who are our gracious hosts here every month, they are celebrating 90 years from 1923 to 2013. They are going to have a ribbon cutting and a rededication ceremony, and that is Monday, September 23rd, that's next Monday, at 5:45 p.m., room C315, right here in the Lapeer Extension Center. So we hope you'll all come out. It's open to the public, so the public is welcome to attend this event Monday, September 23rd. So come on out and support them. We are in the process at the Chamber of doing our membership drive. We're updating the membership directory community guide, which lists events throughout the community throughout the year, and also is the directory of all our membership businesses. So just as a reminder, another one of your benefits, if you refer members to the Chamber and they join, you get a 10% discount on your membership renewal, your annual renewal when it comes up. You can do this up to 5 members, so you can earn 50% off of your membership renewal and help us to bring on new members. And it's a known fact. If a member talks to another individual and says, hey, you know, this is a good deal, you need to get on board, lots of benefits, discounts, savings, networking, and so on, it's going to have more of an impact coming from you. So when you're out and about at other events and other businesses that you do business with, if they're not a Chamber member, we appreciate the referral and we reward you for it. Our next network at noon will be Tuesday, October 1st at Abruzzo's downtown. We had a nice one there a couple months ago. We're going to do another one. So I hope that you'll all come out for these events. And then, like I said, our mixer is Thursday, September 26th at the Lake Inn. Weather permitting, it will be out on the deck. We had a very nice event there last year. The food was fabulous. They did a great job. Lynn and Kevin Nisley. So we'll be sending out reminders for these things, so mark your calendars. We hope you come out and network and join us and make the most of your benefit of membership in that respect and getting to know other Chamber members so that you can do business with them, because you never know where that next referral or that next customer is going to come from. So with that said, I am going to introduce a guest speaker, Mary Piorunek, and she is with Lapeer, the Lapeer County Emergency Management Office, and she is going to come up here and she's going to talk to us a little bit about emergency management planning. Come on up. Timekeeper's right there. She'll let you know when you're down to.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nina, and thank you for having me here this morning. I was asked September, first of all, my name's Mary Piorunek. I'm with the Lapeer County Office of Emergency Management. And what that department does for the county is we spend all year planning for a disaster to happen in our community. I work with various agencies from the health department to the road commission to the fire, police, various agencies. I have an advisory council that's put together. We all sit together quarterly, discuss the disasters in our community, what we need to do to try and lessen the impact on our community and how we respond and recover to that. We exercise that plan every year in some form or another, whether it's a school incident, whether it's a flooding or a tornado coming through a community. We do exercise that yearly. We try to do a full scale, which means we have actual ambulances moving and people laying on the ground, all makeup up and everything. So it's a great department. It's kind of a quiet department. Nobody really knows it exists until something happens in the community. So just be assured there's a very large committed group of individuals in your community that are there when something happens. We're sitting downstairs in the basement of the 911 building and trying getting you through the disaster or emergency the best we can. So with that, I'm going to talk a little bit about preparedness today, because as businesses, you need to prepare yourselves as well as your employees. Statistics show that 40% of businesses do not reopen after a disaster, and then also 42, it may be 43% now of employees will not show up during a disaster or an emergency. So I strongly believe the better prepared you and your employees are, the quicker your business will get back and operational after a disaster. So all of this information that's in your bags today, I can easily furnish you with to do planning at your business. If you'd like to have a staff meeting and provide this to them, I don't have to come and do a whole spiel, but if you want the bags and the information, to at least furnish your employees with that information so they have it and can take home and be better prepared at home with that. Most of the information is all, again, basic preparedness information. It's all free. There's online videos that you can watch. You can make it part of your staff training, that maybe they watch one safety or preparedness video. And when we say be prepared, I don't mean that go spend thousands of dollars and spend hours and hours putting a disaster plan or kit together. The best thing you can do as a business owner is to sit down with your employees and talk about it. What would happen if a flood hit our community and took us out? Keep in mind that that is our #1 disaster for our community, flood and severe weather of some sort in winter awareness or winter hazards. We flood in this community and in this county somewhere at least every 10 years. We skated by the last one. It kind of went 12 years, almost 12 years, but we do flood somewhere. So if you do anything in this book, there's a section on flooding. Go to that section and just look through it and talk to your employees. In the 96 flood, we were directing employees how to get to Lapeer because they didn't know any other way besides M24. Well, we had M24 and we had M53 shut down completely at certain points. So just talk to them about it and ask them what kind of plans they have at school or at their child's school or at their home. But talking is the best and simplest way to get started on your emergency planning. So not only at home, but also with your employees. Throughout the book, you're going to notice, sorry, it's sliding here. There's a section again on flood preparedness, floodsmart.gov. It's in your book. You don't need to worry about writing it down. It's a great, great resource. It's going to tell you the different levels of water in your home and what's covered. If you do not have flood insurance on your home, and most insurance policies do not cover flood insurance, you have to buy an extra rider for that. So make sure you check your homeowner's insurance and your business policy and find out if you're covered for a flood. It is usually an extra additional policy that you need. That's our biggest misconception in this community is the flood insurance. If my basement floods, they think it's covered under homeowners, and it's just not. So that we had a lot of residents back in the last flood that were devastated. They didn't have flood insurance. So Nixle.com. My department's trying to get on board with that. The city of Lapeer, the police department, some of you may already be signed up for that. But if you're not, it's an alerting system. They can send, I think the last one we got was the road closure out here, 21 and 24. So it's a free service. You can opt into it. You just go to Nixle.com and you put your cell phone number in there and whatever alerts you'd like to get. So my department's trying to come on board with that more and more. There's so many avenues out there for notifications that we just don't want to overdo and double send messages out to people. But Nixle.com is in your book. There's a section obviously on fire emergencies. And next month, I believe, is Fire Prevention Month, so you can walk through that as well. I got a paper clip here that's causing trouble. Tornado safety, for those of you in the community, can everyone hear the tornado sirens in Lapeer? Okay. If you can't, I have some door prizes today that might work perfectly into that. We got some weather radios. Obviously, there's a section in here for weather radios. I encourage those. Those should be as common in a home as a smoke detector. They're an early warning device. They're going to wake you up in the middle of the night at a dead sleep and get you looking outside or turning on the weather. I encourage people to put family members' codes in the radios. They're all programmable. So if you have a relative or a parent that lives in another county, even another state, you can put their code in there so the alert will go off if something's going to happen in their community. So I have like 3 of those to raffle off today, but if you'd like one or need one for your businesses, please just let me know. Tornado safety, again, the sirens in our community, for those of you that are not aware, the sirens go off when a tornado has been spotted by a trained spotter or the National Weather Service radar has indicated rotation on their computer. So those are the 2 reasons that set off. We do not set off for an all clear. So if you hear the siren again in 15 minutes, it means someone else has spotted another tornado. So just be aware of that when it's going off. We still test them. I think we have one more coming up in October, the first Saturday of the month at 1 o'clock. So if you can't hear a siren, that's where the weather radio comes in. So pets, you'd be surprised at the number of people that will not leave their home in a disaster if they're not planning for their pets. We learned that with Katrina. We kind of knew that beforehand. People, they're part of the family. You're not going to leave your pet or your part of your family behind. So if your employees or you have pets, to please consider them when you're planning. It's going to save a lot of heartache, I guess, on you if you plan for your pet as well. Lightning safety, it's obvious. The NOAA weather radios, again, I can't stress those enough. And unfortunately, this information came in after I had given the packets to the chamber, but there's a flyer here that I copied for anyone who would like it. It relates solely to businesses. It's called readyrating.org. I'll have the flyers again for you, but it's geared around yourselves. It's geared around planning for businesses. So please take a copy of this before you leave, or at least write that one down, readyrating.gov. And it walks you through it. It has you do an assessment of your business, what you currently have in place, what you don't have in place, what you need to think of. Again, it's not a thing asking you to spend hundreds of dollars in time, but at least get you thinking. And that's all I'm here today for, is to get you thinking about disaster planning for your community. This is another great book. In your bags, you'll have a little business card. It'll have an 800 number on it. It says, "Are you ready?" It's a great, great book. I just don't have the storage to keep these in my office. So you call the 800 number, or you get online, and they'll send you a free book directly to your home or business, and that's another great tool. So that was kind of my task today, was just to furnish you with a whole bunch of information. If there's anything my office can do or any kind of planning, please just don't hesitate to call. My phone number is in there, and a business card in the bag as well. That's all I have. Thank you.
Good information, and you know, you don't think it's going to happen to you, but a few months ago I had a flood in my basement, 8 inches of water, and it's not fun to wake up to that. So be prepared, be prepared. So our next guest speaker is Janine Saputo. She is the new director of the Lapeer Downtown Development Authority, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about what's happening downtown and hopefully some future plans and what we can expect to see in the future. Janine?
Thank you, Nita. Thank you again also for this opportunity to speak to you this morning. I've been coming to these meetings and watching, and I've learned something every single time, especially just a minute ago here. Again, we hear the siren right in the city manager's office, so it levitates you off the chair, and yes, you know that there are emergencies when they happen. Again, thank you for the time today. I have a quick presentation that will show you something about the DDA and what's going on here in downtown Lapeer. You saw us recently, too, in the county press. We were very fortunate to have this wonderful news of the revitalization and some of the new activities happening and the new businesses in our downtown. This was recently as Sunday, September 8th, so I brought this issue. I was so pleased when I saw it. Certainly helps in this position. How do you like this first slide? I couldn't resist. Wake up Lapeer, that rising sun. This is M24 on my way to work. I love it. Like any organization, we are part of your city government, and we have a mission statement. It boils down to 3 words: revitalize downtown Lapeer. Work at it through a series of efforts together with volunteers to accomplish this. Who is serving? I'm going to read this quick list because I'm not sure you can see. There's a board of 13 people who are stakeholders in our downtown, and they are serving in this capacity. Dan Gerlach as our chair, Tony McSood, Jason Rogers, Mike Robinette, Jane Abruzzo, Tom Benton, Ray Davis, who's right here with us and is also the chair of the Columbiaville DDA, Mark Clark, Joe Grosbauer, Doug Hodge, John Matonich, and our Mayor Bill Sprague. So it's wonderful to have these people actually meet, plan, organize, and work towards a revitalization of the downtown. Again, a government body that are appointed by our city commission. We're not the only DDA in Lapeer County, and in fact, not the only, certainly in the entire state of Michigan. This is a methodology and a way for government to work with the public on public projects. The active ones in our county, Almont DDA, you've read about them recently in the paper. They have several projects going related to some rental apartments, revitalization in their downtown. Columbiaville, projects with Ray Davis's leadership. Imlay City, another one, very active. And Metamora DDA, you probably have read about them most recently because they are working towards, together with those new owners of the White Horse Tavern, to bring it online. Major project. Where is this DDA? I talk about it, and it is a formal district with defined boundaries right in our core downtown. To the south, it's the north side of Genesee. To the east, the river. To the north, Law Street. And to the west, it is, I'm drawing a blank, Calhoun Street. It includes our old post office building as well as the city hall. It's the core downtown that you see when you drive up Nipissing, along Saginaw, and along Genesee. Specific piece of real estate. This particular map I use because it also shows the Piety Hill National Register Historic District here in Lapeer, which overlaps just 2 buildings. There is no direct tie to the two, except that the downtown is interested and works on historic preservation. So it's worthwhile noticing that we have a National Register district with wonderful residents, churches, and schools in that beautiful section of our downtown. Here's a couple of pictures that I've taken over the last 8 months that show some of the views in our downtown. How do you revitalize the downtown? 2 things to remember, and 2 things that we're working on. There is a methodology called the Main Street Program, which is a direct national type program, also supported by the Michigan Main Street Program, to help people revitalize on a volunteer basis their downtown. They use a 4-point approach, and that is partnership, promotion, design, and economic development. These committees work with the public and the volunteers to accomplish major projects. This methodology works, and you can see it all around us in the state of Michigan. We have some very exemplary communities that have used this methodology. Lapeer has used it for a long time. We have a fantastic history of what has happened here in our core downtown. And the DDA at this point is pointed towards an effort to revitalize and to use the associate level program with the state of Michigan. The second way is with a plan. Don't let any organization stand up here and tell you they're working on something that they don't have a plan. We all know that and the mission statement. The development plan that's currently underway in the DDA was put together in 2004, and it was a list of projects that actually upgrade our structure here in the downtown area. Most recent project you saw was a parking lot revitalization last fall near the courthouse. Wouldn't you know it? 2004 plus 10 is 2014. So we're back at the table going through a public process that starts and will involve all of you, our partners, in a new development plan that will step us forward now to 2014. We have 2 ideas in mind that we'll be working on. One, of course, is that Michigan Main Street program, which we want to work together with you on. And second is to expand the DDA district. We are considering this at this point in time. Here's a quick map that shows a little bit about the idea of expansion here to our DDA. Notice it goes towards the east, up Nipissing all the way to Oregon. There are 12 commercial properties in this area. Yes, there's residential as well, and a park. Also, expansion to the west. Notice that rectangular area that will take us from Calhoun across M24 through the National Register District all the way to Harrison Street. This is an area that includes the White Junior Middle School building and also the new PUD for the development that was once the Perks Nursery. So we're looking forward to going through a process together with your input to possibly expand our boundaries. Why have a DDA? I mean, how does this work? The DDA effort, together with the volunteers and our partners, which I'll talk about in a minute as well, is a concentrated effort to use tax capture funds, no increase in funds, taxes, and revitalize using those funds a specific area in a core traditional downtown. It helps improve the image of that area. It works on creating a stronger sense of place. If you heard that lately from our governor, it works together with the Main Street program to improve our image, to create more jobs, new businesses, and preserve our historic architecture. This is replicated all over the state of Michigan. If you're ever traveling or around the state of Michigan, notice when you go through some of those beautiful downtowns and see if you can tell if there's a concentrated effort like a DDA or a Main Street program. If you travel north, go to Clare, Michigan, definitely go to Holland. That's been recognized at the national level. And the most recently is Boyne City. If you go up north near Petoskey is another good example. But if you go up north and you stop into Boyne City and you look at what that downtown has done and how attractive it is in the business and the activity in a town that size all year long. Another effort that's going on is you'll see it in St. Ignace. You'll see them work on infrastructure, tourism, and attraction and improvement of their downtown. That's to attract, again, businesses, visitors, and even residents. Our partners. I had to put this picture of Nita in there. We took it last Saturday at the Harvest Dinner. And I can't stand up here without talking about the DBA. The DBA, the Downtown Business Association, is our promotion partner. In spades, they pull off the events that you see downtown. They work very hard with our business owners to supply benefits to them, to pull us together to work on that Main Street effort and the farmers market. Farmers market is key to our downtown. Couldn't resist this picture. That's Michael Hall. He's the chef at McLaren Hospital. He came and took produce from our market, cooked it right there, and served it to us for free, and the public loves it. If you haven't been to our farmers market this season, you have to go. Every week, Wednesday and Saturday, it's just been a beehive of activity. Last Saturday, we also had a craft show together with the DBA, and it was a wonderful experience in perfect weather. How fortunate we were last Saturday, and really enjoyed the whole downtown. But our farmers market, my gosh, we have produce, we have all kinds of, we have additional crafts. You have to come downtown. Lapeer corn is magnificent. And the other thing is honey, and we are becoming, I think, a center for honey in the state of Michigan. So if you have not visited, and you still have till November 2nd, our partners. I did a quick list of, and it's everyone in this room. Our stakeholders, the property owners and the residents in downtown. In that DDA district, we have over 100 residences as well. Business, the DBA, the Downtown Business Association, absolutely key. Center for the Arts of Greater Lapeer, that's the pics and that's the gallery. And Jill's on the agenda right behind me, strong partner with us and with the DDA. She'll tell you more about what's happening there. That's the center of art here in Lapeer County, and we love having that treasure there. The Chamber of Commerce, of course, worked well with Nita, and looking forward to Winterfest and some of the other events that we'll be working on together with the Chamber. The Lapeer Development Corporation, our counterpart in the business world outside that district. Lapeer uses this to a great advantage in the industrial sections. Same principle, the Lapeer Development Corporation, and also throughout the county. Lapeer County Historical Society, we have a gem right down here that's a warehouse that tells us exactly where we came from and the importance of some of these buildings and what's gone before us. That's key to Lapeer. Nobody else in the state of Michigan or this country has that background. And we can use that to our advantage. That strengthens our sense of place. Our county seat history and that courthouse, absolutely key. That's also a huge attraction to tourism. Occasionally when I work the farmers market, I'll go into the courthouse where we have a volunteer who works with the people who wander in to tour the courthouse. Fantastic attendance. You wouldn't believe the numbers, especially during Lapeer days, in that magnificent building. That's partly what downtown Lapeer is known for, and how we love that courthouse and that square. I've taken pictures in the last 8 months that show how we love and how we use that courthouse, that square, and that community center. It's all there. Key to Lapeer. That strengthens our sense of place in every respect. Government. We have the backing of the city, the commission, the planning department, and the county. The city commission set some goals at the beginning of the year, and of course they reached over and grabbed me out of my office and said, Janine, we got some goals for the DDA. And one of them is, they look at it and they say, vacancies. Please, please, what can you do? They set a goal that by the end of this year we would reduce the number of vacancies along Nipissing and Saginaw, fill some of those storefronts, and we're on track. We're on track. They would like to see, there's about 25 vacancies, or was at the beginning of the year, a 25% reduction. I want to blow by that. and we're on track. Notice some of the new businesses. There's one that's due to open this coming week called Kiddos. They put up a sign, and they used our sign assistance program on top of that. It's a children's toy store, and you'll have to have a look. A young entrepreneur, she's ready to go. Please patronize the stores. And you've heard all the rumors about the new businesses for a bakery, and also the use of the building that was once our River Street Music and Cafe. Stay in tune with what's going on. The state of Michigan supports this. You've heard our governor talk about the sense of place and to work with agencies that are pointed towards us. MEDC, that's the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, and the Main Street Center to help revitalize our traditional downtowns. That's key in this state, and it's been around a while and been very successful. What's happening now? We're gathering some public input. I mentioned that development plan, and yes, we will hold and do our due diligence on a public hearing and gather any input that you have for us. But we jumped ahead and put out an online survey the first part of August, and it'll be there till the end of September. And yes, we've had a response to it, and we'd love to have more. It's just 10 questions. I have a copy of it here if you want to see it in paper. But please take the time to jump on and answer those 10 questions. Anyone can answer, and we're getting from just about every zip code around us. Please take the time to do that. We're looking forward to this new development plan and using the input from our public process to improve that plan, decide what we're going to accomplish and goals set for the next 10 years. So that's important with our partners. And look forward to some of those new businesses downtown. What can you do, even in the day-to-day here and as a resident or business owner? Shop downtown historic Lapeer. Enjoy everything we have down here. Come downtown, eat, shop, investigate, attend our events. We've had some wonderful ones this year. We're looking forward to more. Serve in the downtown organizations. If you're tapped to participate in the DDA or like this survey or any other organization that touches our downtown or the county or any other partner, please offer to serve at least for a time and blend your skills and your talents to this effort. You'll see it in spades come back to us and strengthen our downtown. Okay, locate a business downtown. You'd be surprised the chance I get to talk to some of the people who are willing to do that. Take the risk, marshal their resources. I send them over here to Mott College. The first thing they need to do is take that class about how to start a small business with a business plan by Marshall Little that's offered by the SBT. Absolutely excellent. I've taken it myself just to meet the people who are taking it and try to talk them into downtown. Be sure to take the survey, though, and again, offer your time and skills and talents to revitalize our downtown. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, Nita.
You're welcome, Janine. Thank you. Okay, Connie gave me a little change of update. I guess there are several things going on next Monday here at Mott for their rededication. One card I have says 5:45 p.m., but I guess Connie said that is for a board meeting or cabinet meeting, I guess. So, Monday, September 23rd, 4 to 6 p.m., there's going to be ribbon cutting and rededication ceremony. The formal program begins at 5. Connie, is that when the ribbon cutting is at 5? Okay, good. And then you tour the facility here, and there will be refreshments and what have you. So step on over and help support Mott Community College and enjoy the event. Okay, now we have our first sponsor today, Rebecca Neiman and Jill Berner from Rebecca's Health and Nutrition. Come on up, ladies.
You're welcome. Good morning, everyone. I am Rebecca. I'm Jill, and we're from Rebecca's Health and Nutrition Source. And today I'm here to talk about, we have 3 more events for the rest of the year. We try to educate folks on those who want more information about good health. And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And although I don't, think it's a bad idea to do that, our job is to educate folks where cancer comes from and how to get rid of it. Because they do know. They do know. So we have, on the 25th, we have a company coming in offering thermograms. And this is an alternative to mammograms. Thermograms can detect cancer 5 to 8 years before a mammogram. There's no compression, there's no touching, and most of all, there's no radiation. Cancer is detectable and cancer is healable if you have the right doctor. Our doctors that we work with would never, recommend a mammogram. So that is, we have 4 or 5 appointments left, and that's on the 25th. Once again, we know where cancer is coming from. If a scientist wants to give a healthy rat cancer, they will inject it with chemotherapy, feed it GMO foods, or inject it with a virus. So we have Lewis, who is a millionaire coming in, and he's using his own money to educate people where cancer is coming from. He will be at the library on the 28th, and we're showing the movie Genetic Roulette. So one other thing I wanted to mention, just because cancer is detectable doesn't mean you have to do a biopsy or anything. Talk to Jill, she healed her cancer in 5 weeks with just a simple diet change and some detoxification. All right, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And on that diet change, just another thing that we're doing at the store is we're doing a lot of research about eat right for your blood type. And I have some flyers here for anybody who might be interested in learning a little bit more about that. I'm pretty passionate about it because of the cancer, but it just makes sense. This is based on lectins. We have lectins in our body, lectins in food, and if we eat the wrong ones, we really can damage our immune system. So our grandmothers were right. We are what we eat. And we really need to pay attention to that a little bit more. And not only on the breast thermography, but men too, because men get breast cancer just as women do. And it's a great scan. I mean, it's not no compression, no nothing like that. And it's going to be very private at the Best Western. So if anybody's interested, come on into the store. I got a packet and I can give it to you.
I can mention one thing. Since we have more time, in October we have Dr. Morningstar coming in free at the library. He is the #1 practicing alternative practitioner, and we're lucky that he's right here in our area. He's going to be talking about pain management. For those who don't know, in our alternative world, Lyme disease has taken over cancer. And you're going to hear it here first. They don't want you to know it is 500 times more than AIDS ever was. So his practice has been taken over with Lyme disease and pain management. And so if you'd like more information on that, please come pick his brain. He'll be happy to help you. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
And Dave.
Thank you, ladies. Good information. Interesting. A thermal way to get a mammogram. Okay, our next sponsor is Brian Calicay from Extreme Results LLC. Okay, get ready to get pumped up.
I don't know, man. I left my energy at home. No, I'm just kidding. I actually had a little bit of a voice loss. I was yelling at some people last night, motivating some people last night. But, what's that? If I stand behind this, they may not see me. Just throwing that out there. All right, I'm Brian Calicay. Rebecca, you guys rock. If you haven't gone over and seen Rebecca, please do so. She has some really, really good stuff over there. I recommend clients to her all the time. Plus, she's like the sweetest woman in the world, I'm pretty sure. So make sure you get a chance to go see her. I'm Brian Calicay, right behind the counter. I'm the owner of Extreme Results Gym. It's right behind what was ACO Hardware. It is now Godwin's Furniture, right on Howard Street, across from Max's Bakery, ironically. And no, I look at them every day. Hey. But we're in the process right now. We are finishing up the shower installation at my gym. We actually converted the gym to 24-hour access because, as you know, right now, who's all got kids going back to school? Everybody knows somebody with kids going back to school. You can tell by the traffic everywhere. Life all of a sudden went from slow, steady summer to where did all these people come from? And now it takes 15 extra minutes to get anywhere. Your schedule's getting more crammed. Work is making you work longer. I mean, a lot of people work 8 to 10-hour days almost all the time now, right? So then you got to go home, take care of the family. No one has time to work out, right? Well, guess what? 24-hour gym settles that dispute. We totally have time. We give you the key fobs. You come in, you scan them, you get in the gym whenever you want. And if you haven't seen our gym, shame on you. Slap your wrist right now, okay? All of our equipment's made in America. It's bright orange, made right down in Tennessee is where it was made from. Same equipment they equipped the Under Armour gym with in Arizona, that big, like 4-acre gym. It's the same equipment, okay? We have truck tires. We have tons of room. We have literally the best treadmills you'll ever find. We have people who buy those big, expensive Lifetime treadmills that come in just to run on ours because they don't hurt their knees, because we have that flex stack technology in them. So if you're looking for a nice gym with lots of room, please check us out. You can check us out on the web if you go to xrhealth.com. We have a $17 trial offer. You pretty much get a key fob to give you access. You get a week of gym, you get a workout manual, and the videos that teach you how to use the equipment. That way you actually know what you're doing when you start using the gym membership. And it's all for $17. If you like it at that point, our memberships start off at $29 a month. So we make it really, really affordable, less than $1 a day. So make sure you come in and see us. Get mad at the fat, come in, give us a high five. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us on our website, xrhealth.com. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and you guys have a healthy day. Oh, yeah, we actually, real quick on a side note, if you guys are looking for some real healthy recipes, because that seems to be the problem, you can talk to Rebecca. Like, you can't out-cardio a crappy diet. You just can't. So if you're looking for some really good recipes, make sure we have a little online tab on our website next to our supplement tab. Ironically, it goes to her. But there, you can go and it's an online magazine. It's an entire online magazine you can read on your tablet at work, on the computer, or whatever. You should still be doing work. But there's recipes on it. There's exercises. There's videos. It's a really good resource if you're just trying to get some really good recipes that you and the kids will enjoy, or you and your husband will enjoy, that doesn't taste like cardboard. You can ask Rebecca. Healthy food doesn't have to taste bad, okay? So use that resource. Use Rebecca. Use my website. There are better ways to be healthy that don't necessarily, it's not like twisting your arm, okay? So thank you.
Thanks, Brian. I always have to remind him, he always forgets he sells himself short up here. Like, oh, and I got her, the sweetest woman in the world is your mom, always your mom. And then Rebecca's second, and then me. Anyway, thank you very much for that, Brian. Our next sponsor is the Lapeer Area Wedding Showcase. Pam Wagner is going to be talking about that upcoming event next month, and we're now producing that through the Chamber of Commerce, so another event that we have going on that brings people into the community, and she's going to talk a little bit about what's going on this year.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. I dreamed 2 nights ago that I overslept, so I didn't sleep well last night, so I wouldn't oversleep. We're glad to be able to invite you personally. It's in your packets. There's a save the date for October 20th, Sunday, October 20th, noon to 4:30 at the beautiful Country Club, and that's, let me get it, 3786 Hunt Road, just in case you forgot that address. It's going to be a really good event. This is our second one, as Nita said. We were going to do, when you have something good, you just repeat it. So we're repeating a lot of things, and one of the best things we're repeating is the fashion show. Great fashion attire, and this year it's going to be provided again by Davison Bridal. And also we have Affordable Wedding Planning, who's going to come on board and do some tuxes, so we're very excited about that. We're mainly excited about one thing. Our grand prize package this year is over $3,500. And we are thrilled to be able to offer that to a prospective bride. So if none of you have anybody getting married, you've got to know someone who might have set a date, because this is a great thing. $3,500 worth of local venue to be. Cavelli's has a rehearsal dinner donated. Dance Street Studio, and our model, our lovely model who is going to show us one of the fashions, is donating. Jenna Scraw from Dance Street Studio and Affordable Wedding Planning is donating dance lessons, and we all know that brides and grooms sometimes need that. This is one of the fashions that we will be featuring, and again, it's Davison Bridal and Affordable Wedding Planning. Our grand prize package is $3,500. See, I still have 2 minutes. Wow. Cavelli's, we have a photography package in that. And so I really do want to stress, maybe none of you are going to come. You got to know somebody who's getting married. This is a wonderful opportunity for them to be able to have $3,500 worth of product, a dinner, a night stay at a local, at Best Western, photography worth $1,500. It's wonderful. And plus, we're going to have hourly door prize drawings. So, you know, I'm not getting married. I don't know anyone who is next year, but I sure do plan on going by and putting my name in some of those, because I'd certainly like to win something that those vendors are going to be donating to us. The admission for this is $5, and in support of the chamber, a portion of this admission price is going to go to the Christmas fund. So the Santa house, the downtown Christmas, the parade, we're giving back to the community because we feel like this. You're giving to us, we're going to give back to you. So this is the second annual Lapeer Area Wedding Showcase. If you have any questions, go to the chamber website, www.lapeerareachamber.com. Get your application, .org. I just sent you to the wrong place. And you can get the application and all the other information, or call Nita or myself and we'll give you information. Save the date, October 20th, and I'm going somewhere. October 20th. There you go.
Thanks, ma'am. The event will be out at the beautiful Lapeer Country Club on Hunt Road. And last year we had such a fabulous turnout. And when we first did this last year, there were several of us on the committee, and we started with zero money. I mean, we had nothing. It was a wing and a prayer. And we were praying 3 weeks out that we would have, you know, enough vendors coming in to cover our costs and what have you. And so it went really well. We first year had 51 brides, and I mean, they were lined up at the door. We had over 150 people total in participation who came. Davison Bridal was the first time that Joanne, the owner, had done this show. Obviously, it was our first time doing it with us, and she was just amazed at the turnout and how well it went. And the fashion show was absolutely stunning. It was just, it was amazing. We're very excited about it again this year. So, and this year we actually have a little money, so that makes it even better. So, let all your friends know. The information's on the chamber website. We're posting it on our Facebook page. We'll get it emailed out to everyone, and information if you are interested in being a vendor, or, you know, if you do business with someone, you feel like this might be a good opportunity for them to get their information out there in the community and start meeting these potential brides. The other thing too is a lot of them bring their bridal parties with them, so it's great advertising for the vendors and for their companies. Our first nonprofit speaker for the day is Cheryl Holland, and she is with Lapeer County Habitat for Humanity. Come on up, Cheryl.
Good morning. This is one of my favorite places to speak because I love being surrounded by people who love Lapeer County. You all work here, your businesses are here, your jobs are probably here. Many of you live here. I do all of them. So, like you, I love Lapeer, and I love supporting Lapeer. Oh, I'm scout leader, sorry. And I love building Lapeer, which is what Habitat for Humanity of Lapeer County does. I'm inviting all of you today to join us this Saturday at the Habitat for Humanity annual auction dinner. It is at the Center Building Saturday evening. I have some tickets with me if anyone isn't doing anything Saturday night. I know there's a beer testing. And there are 2 tickets in the drawing for today. We are also inviting anybody to come volunteer on our build. Our build this year is up by the Lapeer Airport. If you can't find it, call me. And please shop the Restore. It is now our biggest fundraiser, and it's what supports our mission to build Lapeer County. Come join us, it's fun.
Thank you. If you've never been to the Restore, gosh, they get new merchandise all the time, quite often. And when my dryer died this year, I got this great dryer. It's like brand new, and it's just fabulous, and it was so inexpensive. I mean, it's great, and it's a great, you know, fundraiser for them. And if you have items that, you know, you're clearing things out and you don't want to do the traditional garage sale, you know, good quality items, think about them, take it there, because everything that goes in gets sold out, and they can certainly use it. It's a great support for them. Our next nonprofit is Jill Lyons. She's the new director for what's going to be now called Center for the Arts of Greater Lapeer. I'll hold it.
You go.
You talk.
Okay.
You talk. I'll hold it.
Hi, I am Jill Lyons, and I am the new Executive Director of Center for the Arts of Greater Lapeer, which is an umbrella title to represent the merger between Gallery 194 and the Pix Theater. And as you can see, we have quite a lot going on this upcoming season for 2013-2014. And there's a small version of this in your packet. This is just some of the highlights of the shows that are going to be available at the Pix. We have over 40 offerings this season, and we have over 12 offerings of different shows in our art gallery, along with art classes, and our upper gallery is rented by Lapeer Art Association, so there's a lot going on. And we're changing some other things around there. Thanks to the very generous grant from Lapeer County Community Foundation, we're going to get a facelift to the exterior of Gallery 194, including new exterior color-changing LED lights. So we're going to light up the corner of Court Street in Epsing. So come by and see us. We're open Tuesday through Saturday. Box office opens 11 to 6 o'clock. Thank you.
Sorry. Thanks, Jill. That's great news. There's always so much that's going on. I'm always astonished when I go into the gallery. The exhibits and things are just beautiful, and lots of great shows and things that are at the Pix Theater. It really are two gems in our community. So, keep them in mind and stop in. Sometimes just, especially if you're downtown, if your business is downtown, you work downtown. What a wonderful way to spend your lunch, to tour the gallery. Our next nonprofit speaker, Ed LeVoir from WMPC Radio. Come on up here, Ed.
Thanks, Nita. Just let you know, you do have our newsletter in your bag. Please read it. There's a really cool, interesting letter from a guy from what used to be the former Soviet Union that listens to our station. On the back of it, it's our Fall Festival, which is coming up October 5th. It's a Saturday. It's free. The rest of my time, I just want to tell you a quick story about a little girl that came to our booth at the recent Easter Michigan State Fair. We have a bunch of books and magazines and DVDs and CDs and all kinds of things that we give away. And this one girl, she's about 12 years old, she comes walking by and she goes, and then she walked by again and, well, she did this 3 or 4 times. The last time she walked by, we were talking to a group of ladies, and we were telling her, these ladies, that we have all these free books and magazines and CDs and DVDs. So then this little girl walks by again, and she goes, "Can I have this one?" And there were tears in her eyes. So we gave it to her, and then those tears went. That happens a lot. 110 times in 5 days, kids came by and saw one of these on the table and just... So we just encourage a lot of folks to come out to our event. Everything's free, including Bible, but it's fun, it's free, bounce house, all kinds of exciting stuff. I dropped your notes. Hope to see you there, and have a blessed day.
Thanks much, Ed. This is in our bags. This is in the bags. Okay. Yeah, we've got obviously lots of things. We'll make sure we get all these different events and things you've been hearing about today. We'll get them posted up on the calendar of events on the Chamber website, and also go to Lapeer Area Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. If you have a Facebook page, or you just want to like our page and you've got something up that coming up that you want to post on our Facebook page, and we go through those in the morning and then we share them out to the general public. We've got lots and lots and lots and lots of people all over the county who, check out our page and our events and stuff. So make sure that you get that information to us put it on our Facebook page. We'll get these things on the calendar of events too as reminders. There's always so many great things going on in Lapeer. It's just amazing. Okay, now we are going to do 50-50 with our ambassadors. We got $1 million going today?
Maybe 1 million rupees.
Oh. Okay, how much?
$30, cash American.
$30. You heard him, American too, that's a bonus. All right, got your tickets out, everybody? Number is 491-365. 491-365. Mary, all right. And we're going to do some door prize drawings. And this is one of those great radios that Mary was talking about earlier. Mary, where can they get these? They can get these from you, or do they purchase them, or is there somewhere around town they would?
I have some in my office.
Okay.
Businesses are residents, and also you can buy them in Radio Shack, Meijer, just about any electronic store will have them.
Okay, all right. Okay, so, I got two stuck together there, so we're going to redo this. Okay, the first one goes to Andrew Miles, Miles Law Firm. Andrew is a new member of the chamber. Welcome, Andrew. And then we have, this is from Rebecca's. It's a $10 gift card from Rebecca's. And that goes to Colleen Martin, Thumb Alarm Services. Colleen, where are you? There's Colleen. Oops, sorry. Together. Okay, this is a gym starter package, 1 month free gym. This is from Brian. And this goes to Connie Lockery. Connie, go get in shape, girl. Okay, we have 2 tickets to the Habitat Dinner and Auction, which is this Saturday, and that goes to Jennifer Nixon from Lapeer County Bank and Trust Company. Jennifer? And we have another weather radio from Mary, and that goes to Kim Millershin from Talmer Bank and Trust. Come on up, Kim. And from Ed LeVar, we have a copy of the Children's Bible. And that goes to Brian Calcay from Extreme Results. Got a niece or a nephew?
I can fit the bill, so.
Okay. We have a gift certificate from Lapeer Area Wedding Showcase for 2 admissions, which is a $10 value, and that goes to Rebecca Neiman, Rebecca's Health and Nutrition Source. And we have another gift card from Rebecca's, another $10 gift card, and that goes to Bernadette Tlaski, Lapeer County Bank and Trust. Another radio. And that goes to Angie Schleider from Talmer Bank and Trust. And put that in your office at work. Kim can put hers at home. And another $10 gift certificate from Rebecca's. And that goes to Gary Dixon from Cavelli's Eatery and Spirits, where friends meet. And the October member focus goes to John Herman, Sanilac Broadcasting. John, member focus next month. Member focus is a 3-minute slot. Thank you, Norma Krause. It's a 3-minute slot on the agenda for next month, courtesy of the Chamber of Commerce. We have one more back here. If I do a duplicate, I'll just put it down. Jill, this is from, this is from you? Yeah. Okay, it's one of those beautiful montages that were done a few years ago, and it's just gorgeous. I love it. It's very, very pretty. Okay, that goes to Danielle Chateauvert, French name, Lapeer County Youth Trust. Beautiful name. All right, there you go. So, folks, we will see you at the Lake Inn the 26th of this month, 5:30 to 7:30 for the chamber mixer. Come on out. Don't forget about network at noon. You got to go to lunch. Come to lunch with us. You'll get the text reminders for upcoming events. Thanks for being here. Have a good day.